today, I want to talk about you. I want to talk about your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and how this car business can fulfill those if you're willing to go after it. Let's get to it. It's all about you today. Welcome to Car Talk, where I give you my 20 years of experience on my 20-minute drive to work. One of the biggest mistakes that I see in the car business is we're so focused on today. Rarely do I see salespeople, service people thinking about tomorrow. We're so wrapped up in today, but the higher up you go in the dealership, the farther out they're looking. They're looking on what's going to happen in the market, what's going to happen in business, and how can we plan ahead. But then you go back down to the salespeople and the technicians and all that stuff with inside the dealership, and most of them are just worried about today. But if we can take a moment and worry about ourselves for a minute, and let's set some goals for ourselves. Let's set some dreams for ourselves. Let's set some aspirations for ourselves. A year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Have you ever actually asked yourself, where do I see myself and what do I want to be like in a year from now? Where do I see myself and where would I like to be 2 years from now? How about 3 years from now? And actually sit down and really think about it. And it's not just selling one more car. It's not about earning $500 more. Like, really figure out what you're trying to do in life and where you're trying to go. And then come to the realization that the car business that you're currently in is the vehicle that's going to get you there. When I did this, it lit another fire under me, because I wasn't just showing up to work to sell another car. I wasn't showing up to work to get another commission check or sell one more car. I was coming for a purpose that was greater than that. I was coming for myself. I was coming for my family. I would think about it daily, and then everything I did was one step closer to me achieving my goals. And I knew that the car business would get me there. And I wanted to trust the process, and I wanted to trust that it could get me there. So I would drive to work every day, and I would listen to sales training every single day. Yeah, some days I wanted to listen to music. Some days I wanted just to listen to a book on tape. Some days I wanted to drive to work and I wanted to call and talk to somebody. But I was willing to make the sacrifice because I knew in order to achieve my goals that I had to become the best salesperson possible to ensure that I hit my goal, to speed my goal up, because I knew if I was a better salesperson, I could get to it a little bit faster. And so I would drive to work every day, and I would listen to sales training every single day, and I seeked it out. I tried to find new people. I tried to find the exact same situations that I was dealing with and I wanted to overcome. And I got deeper into the sales other than just the fancy objections. You get online now, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube here, and you see so many one-liners and objections, and that's great. They help, but that's not the foundation of selling. That's just some fancy robotic word tracks that you're going to memorize, and hopefully when you use it, it's in the right context, in the right situation, and it works for you. But everything I did was to achieve my goals and my dreams and my aspirations. So when I had to learn the product knowledge, I didn't say, oh, there's so much to learn, and oh man, all the customers, they don't really need to know about this. You know, most of the customers don't need to know all about the product. They need to know what's important to them. But in order for me to give them the most out of the car that they're looking at, I needed to know everything about the car, because I didn't know what that one person needed. So when a new product came out, I would go outside. I would go to the car. I would learn the product. I would test drive the car. I would do the walkarounds and I would do my presentation because I had a goal. I had a goal and a dream and an aspiration that I wanted to achieve. And I knew this was the vehicle. I didn't ever second guess that. Once I decided that this is the vehicle for me, these are my goals, these are my dreams, I didn't sway from that. I stayed the course. And that's another thing I see happen a lot in the dealership as well. People bounce around. They bounce around because they feel like it's a little bit greener over here and it's a little bit greener over there. Listen, I did that early in my career and I was trying to find my way. But once I decided that, hey, I'm done. It's on me. It doesn't matter where I'm at. It's on me. It's on my daily accountability. It's on my product knowledge. It's on my process. It's on my sales skills. It's on my customer skills. It changed everything for me. It changed, but it started with a goal. It started with a simple goal that I had in mind. And my goal at the beginning wasn't to become a sales manager. It wasn't to become, make all this money. That wasn't ever the goal. And then along the way, you know what happened? Other goals started to come up. And another goal that I had was I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the best manager. I wanted to be the best salesperson. I wanted to be the best with the customers. I wanted to be the best, communicator, just everything. I just wanted to be the best on everything I was doing. And I knew if I was the best, it's going to help me achieve the goals. One of the goals that I had was to buy a rental property. Being in the car business allowed me to buy a rental property. Then it allowed me to buy another rental property. And then it allowed me to buy a fourplex. And then it allowed me to buy another rental property. And then another goal that I had was I wanted to buy some property. The car business allowed me to go out and buy 20 acres of property. It allowed me to buy the current house that I'm at. It's allowed me so many things. And every time I challenge myself, I push myself and I get a little bit better. And my quality of life gets a little bit better. And I've always had this one thing stuck in my mind. The car business isn't going to make you rich. It's what you do with the money that you make from the car business. That's going to shape your life. The car business is going to be a great vehicle. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to earn a lot of money. But whatever you do with that money, that's up to you. Okay? That's up to you with what you do with the money. But you gotta love it first. You gotta love it. Maybe not. Maybe you don't actually have to love it. I don't know. Maybe there's people in this business that just totally hate the business. They don't like the business, but for whatever reason, every single day they show up and they're still crushing it. Maybe that's possible. I don't know. I think you gotta love it a little bit. I think you gotta enjoy it. But today, make it about yourself. Take some time. Take some time to set some dreams and goals and aspirations that are not with inside the dealership. It's not about another car sold. Like I said, it's not about a set amount of money, getting made. It's about what would you do if you did make that money? What would you do if you did sell another car? Or what would you do if you could sell 3, 4, 5 more cars in a month? How would that affect your life? How would that change your life? Okay, what are you trying to do? If you do make extra money, what are you trying to do with that money? If you have a family, where do you want your family 3 years from now? Where do you want your kids 3, 4, 5 years from now? What are you trying to do? And you gotta set some real goals that pull on your heartstring a little bit. Because then when you're frustrated and you're upset and you just don't feel like it, but you see that customer that pulls into the lot, it's going to snap and you're going to be like, yo, it's not about that. It's not about that selling that one more car. It's that customer out there that's looking to buy a car is the means for me achieving my goal. And then when you start breaking it down even a little bit more, like I want to give the customer the best experience they've ever had. So I know, and it's ingrained in me now, I know that if the customer doesn't buy a vehicle from me, if they don't buy the vehicle from me, I know that they're going to have a worse experience somewhere else. I know that for a fact. They're not going to get treated as good. They're not going to get a deal like I could give them. They're just not going to have the overall experience I know I could give them. So when I see a customer and I'm pushing and I want them to buy the vehicle, I don't make it about myself. I make it about that. Like, guys, I'm sorry if I'm pushing you a little bit too much here. I'm just convinced, because I've done this for a long enough time, that I know if you go somewhere else, even if you get a slightly better deal, your entire experience isn't going to be as good as with me. I know that. I'm not leaving this dealership. I'm here for the long run. I'm here for your needs. I'm here to help you out in parts and service and everything. I'm going to be here for you forever. But I know for a fact, if you go somewhere else to try to save a couple $100, that your experience in owning this vehicle isn't going to be as good. And I can say that with conviction. I can say that because I know it's to be true. And I know how hard I work for customers. And I know, and the reason why, you know why that is? Because I'm so grateful that customer is going to help me and my family and my kids achieve my goals by them just buying one vehicle. So I'm grateful for them. I think about it every day. Without this customer, I'm further away from my goals. I'm further away from my dreams. So that customer means the world to me. And I've had to layer that and ingrain that in me, because I knew in order to achieve my goals what it was going to take. It was going to take the dealership. It was going to take the customer. And then it was going to take me in order to make my goals and my dreams happen. It was going to take all that. I have a saying that I like to repeat, and some people might understand, some people might not. But the saying that I like to give people is, if you always take care of the customer, you always take care of the dealership, you'll always be taken care of. So if it's good for the dealership and it's good for the customer, it'll always be good for you. And I mean that. So today, please, make it about yourself today. Make it about yourself. Set some real goals and real dreams and real aspirations that will pull on some heartstrings, that'll give you the conviction, that'll give you the motivation that's needed to handle that next customer like a true professional, like it matters, like it's everything to you. That customer pulls on the lot. That's the difference between you achieving your goal and not. And the more times you can do that, the faster you can speed it up. Don't just come to work to try to sell one more car. Don't try to come to work just to make another couple $100. Stop. It's terrible. It gets frustrating, actually. It really gets frustrating when you show up with that mentality. But when you show up for yourself and for a purpose, it makes everything way better. I promise. So let's flip it a little bit, okay? Let's make it about ourselves. Let's be selfish for a little bit. Let's set some real goals, some real dreams, some real aspirations, and then tie them in with the dealership goals. Tie them in together, right? And be willing to do what it takes. Be willing to listen to the training. I don't care if it's me, but be willing to listen to training every day. I did it every day and every night, and I did it at the dealership. I did sales training. I did product knowledge training. I practiced objections. I practiced everything I had to do. I practiced it. I practiced my greeting. I practiced building rapport. I practiced asking the right questions. I practiced picking out the right vehicles. I practiced the trade appraisal. I practiced the presenting of the numbers. I practiced the follow-up. I practiced on phone calls. I practiced everything every single day. I wanted to help. I wanted to get better. I got all the training. I found all these different people. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of sales trainers out there. So if you're one of the people that, they're just an ego and they just blah, 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 there's somebody out there, I promise, that you'll like if you find it. And I've shared before, I found 3 3 that fulfilled me in different ways. I found a process, I found a foundation, I found a person that to teach me why we're doing it, and I found a person that allowed me to be myself. So it's possible. Stop making so many damn excuses about it, okay? Don't leave your house one more day and not give your family or yourself the life that you deserve. Stop looking around trying to find a shiny object and realize this business will allow you to achieve all of your goals, but it's going to be up to you. The better you get here, the more you're going to make. The smarter you are with your money, the faster you're going to get to these goals. But it starts here. It starts with some basic training. It starts with a goal. It starts with the foundation. It starts with why are you doing it? And then it starts with consistent. It starts with discipline. It starts with your daily habits. I did a video on that just the other day. You got what it takes. I promise you. I promise you, you just got to link them all together. You got to link them all together. Nobody cares about the little bit of training. Nobody cares about that. I see it in people's face when I give it to them. I can tell whether or not they care about the new product that's coming out, or how to handle an objection, or how to take a phone call the right way, or how to ask the right questions in the CRM, or how to do the proper walk around, or how to present the numbers right. I can tell people don't give a shit. I can tell. But then I can also tell when somebody's like, you know what? It ain't about that. It ain't about that. It's about me, and it's about my family. And it's about these goals that I have. The better I can present the numbers, the better I can present the product, the better I can answer the phone, the better I can do with my follow-up, the better I am with the objections, the better I am at in entirety of this entire process of the dealership, of selling cars, of everything. The better I am, the better I am of taking care of my family. And then I can tell when that switch happens. And the shitty part is it happens to only about 10% of the salespeople. And I don't know why that is. Maybe that's just a human nature thing. I don't know, but I can tell. I can tell when you don't give a shit. And I can tell when you actually care, and when it's actually attached to something. I can tell. And when it does, when I can tell that you actually care for a higher reason, special. Something special starts happening, and I can see it. You just got to be consistent with it. You got to be consistent. And if you're the person that doesn't know yet, and doesn't really care, or doesn't really have those goals and dreams worked out, get your shit together. Get it together. Terrible. Drive here every single day to a car dealership and just get beat up by customers and get beat up by the manager, and just most of the time it's negativity and it's no and this and that. Terrible. Terrible. Why would you do that? So get your shit together and make it about a higher purpose. And I promise you, 60 days, 90 days, a year from now, you're going to thank me. So let's both of us get our shit together and get to a higher level. And for those who haven't figured out, keep being consistent and keep pushing. All right, guys, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey, be great.
We all show up, but we ain't built the same. One's chasing glory, one's playing the game. One's got the gift, don't break a sweat. The other's out here grinding with nothing left. One wants the crowd, the lights, the fame. The other's in the dark, just building a name. One was born with it, one had to grow. One's got talent, one's got hustle.